Hi, it's Monica Cornetti with another GameCon 48V preview for you. I am the president and founder of Sententia Gamification, and we host the GameCon event. We do a virtual event that runs for 48 hours around the globe every spring. So we have one coming up February 10 through 12, 2025. We also do a live event that's hosted by Training Magazine, and we typically do that in the fall, and we go wherever their Tech Learn conference is. So this coming fall, we're going to be in Mardi Gras land of NOLA. So join us in New Orleans if you want to experience it live. But until then, let's do some virtual. The beauty of this virtual event is that we get to go around the globe and meet speakers where they are in their time zones and with a local audience, and that you can always jump in and get a chance to network with people from across the globe. And you can always catch recordings later. So whatever works best for your schedule. But one of the people that we have simply just admired so much and are so honored to have him on our platform is a gentleman named Moe Ash. And he always brings some kind of strategic design about gameplay, game mechanics, and the dynamics of play to learning programs. He does a lot of face-to-face instruction. He does a lot of tabletop and low tech. And everything that we can learn from him from face-to-face and tabletop, we can then think about how we can extrapolate that and move that into our e-learning programs for those of us who are doing more e-learning or asynchronous. All of his information is just spot on. He has so much energy and is so delighted to be on a platform and working. I think his favorite thing in the world, besides his family, is to be training and teaching. So let's watch this short clip from Moe together and tell me if I wasn't right. You can see that excitement. You can see the passion when he's in this short clip, when he is teaching us. Be sure to like and connect and comment, and I'd love to keep this conversation going. And let's make sure that you are at this GameCon coming up in February. Be sure to register today.
So when we have all of this in check, we can go to a more interesting part in our Fibonacci, which is gameplay and dynamics. Dynamics and gameplay, how do you scaffold the game? What are the rules and the exceptions? A problem that I always see is that if it's going to take you too much time to get people onboarded with the game, go back at it. Because you really need to take a good look at your setup rules before you take a look at your gameplay rules. Because you have 4 levels of rules here. You have the setup rules, you have your gameplay rules, you have your turns and how things would happen. And then lastly, you have the constraints and the exceptions or the anomalies. Like, what if the two of us wanted to do the same thing, or we ended up on the same block, or we ended up meeting one another on the same lane? All of those exceptionally unexpected things that can ruin your game. Because dynamics in a learning game is where we as designers start to see the behaviors where we have intended for people to do manifest, happen, come to life. We put mechanics because we want to provoke people to act in a certain way. That acting in a certain way is the gameplay, is the dynamics. These are the behaviors that I want to capitalize on. Okay, so how will the foster behaviors aid in achieving the learning objectives? That's why we need to know what type of emotions and thoughts will manifest intentionally by the design. Will there be exemptions? Will there be resentment? Will there be intriguement? Will there be excitement? For the good reasons or for the wrong reasons. Sometimes people riot. Sometimes people get into a form of anarchy. And that can be a problem if your game has like a customization mechanic, for instance. So I really need to be very, very cautious about the kind of behaviors that will come